Today, the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom, underneath the holy goat-legged, will give a decision since February on Iain Duncan Smith and the Department of Work and Pensions. Cat Riley, who was 22-year-old Cat Riley, who was forced to go and work in Poundland. She took them to court and won. She was taking somebody else as well, whose name, they were taking the DWP to court over their human rights. They didn't win over their human rights. They said, no, that's fair. You even if all your hair's falling out and you've got cancer, we don't care whether you ain't got any organs inside your body. Iain Duncan Smith says it, then yeah, you've got to go to work under the threat of sanction. They said that the government, that Iain Duncan Smith had to go to Parliament. He had to go to Parliament, and for that they were illegal. He has to go. He can't just willy-nilly say this is another scheme and there's another scheme. You're working for Tesco's. You're working for you're out licking up dog shit in the park. Otherwise, you're going to get sanctioned. You have to go to Parliament first to make sure it's all been signed. Incredibly, there's 250,000 people waiting for a rebate that has been sanctioned under these draconian workfare because he didn't go to Parliament to ask for permission to force them to work. How is forcing somebody to work not against your human rights? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine? Right, seriously, just think about it. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. You got to work. I'm not well. Look, I've had an operation. I ain't got any legs. I ain't even got a head. You got to work. How is that not against your human rights? Look, I'm able-bodied. I'm fine. Yeah, you got to go and work in Poundland. You got to go and work in a shop. You got to go and work in a shop where everything in the shop is worth £1 except you. Because the magic thing is, you got to work for free. You ain't working for free. You're working for your fucking benefits. Hang on a minute. I've been paying. This is what taxation is for. That I've been paying national insurance. It's for if I get sick. It's for my children's education. It's for our health. It's for our welfare. I've already paid for it. No, you got to go to work. How is that? What, under threat of sanction? Maybe I just want to go and look for a job somewhere where I don't want to go and work for a company for nothing because I don't want to work in a supermarket with a paper out on. Where's my dignity? They did not, the court did not find anything about your dignity, anything about your human rights, just to go to Parliament to check about it. But let's see whether Iain Duncan Smith gets found illegal today. Let's say, like yesterday, Jeremy Hunt was illegal. Because the whole thing, to me, you can't, somebody's sick, somebody's dying, and Atos finds them fit to work. Do you know how many stories are in the press about this? They're covered. But how many people suffer through bullying, through stripping it, through shaming, through abuse? How many suffer? How many don't make the newspaper? How many tens of thousands? If there's 250,000 people waiting, how many hundreds of thousands of people are facing this in silence, with a wall of silence? Can you imagine that? What kind of society is this? You know, this government has come in with their ideological austerity, where the banks are fucking cleaning up, where energy companies are cleaning up, where Tesco's and Sainsbury's are cleaning up, and MPs and corporations and the war machine, and they are inflicting under pain of fucking sanction people to go to work for corporations and companies that could easily afford to employ people and pay them because they're making billions of pounds worth of profit. But they choose to join this draconian workhouse government scheme that forces people to work for them for free. You know, people don't want it. People. Can you imagine if you're a kid, you're one of the £1 million youth? You know, the ones that have dreams. Can you imagine? And they're saying that, like, you know, being a fry cook, being a cleaner, being a road sweeper, being a working at the checkout. With no pay? No pay, with up to 9 months contracts that you got to sign, you got to turn up every single day. Imagine how disempowering that feels. Imagine how worthless you would feel. Imagine the psychological effect inside your head. And this is what they want. This is their agenda. That they have people, they have low wage, they have no wage, they have less than minimum wage. They got people working for £2 an hour, no pound an hour, every day. And that's kind of that's like a punishment. That's like a collective punishment on the masses. And what they do is they turn the low pay people against the no pay people. They say, look at them over there, you could be, look, if it wasn't for them, you know, on migrants, on the poor, on the unemployed. This is despicable. These pigs that inflict this, you know, that show no mercy. When Owen Jones said to Iain Duncan Smith, when he said Karen Sherlock, and he said he said two names to him. And Karen Sherlock was somebody else. She died. She had the double transplant, and Atos found her fit to work. Her husband was in bits when he was talking about Iain Duncan Smith. He said he was proud that they were dead. Can you imagine that? Is there a more evil, more heinous man on the planet than Iain Duncan Smith? How did he retrospectively change the law? How is that allowed? You allowed to do that? You need to keep battering them. We need more lawyers. We need to keep at them, to tell them no, that is. But they want to do away with they've done away with legal aid. They want to do away with a judicial review, which is actually how this case about Cat Riley working in Poundland has got there. They want to take that away because they don't like it when they're challenged. I hope Iain Duncan Smith is illegal. Iain Duncan Smith is illegal. He is illegal. This government is illegal. Forcing people with cancer out to work. Forcing people to work with no dignity, with no shaming people, abusing people. They need to be arrested. Psychological fucking torture.